speaking, and welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to magnetise the Eldar support weapon. So first up, here's the box. I've taken out all of the sprues and I've cut all the bits out, and then I've prepared them by scraping all the mould lines off. So I've basically just cleaned them up. Obviously pretty essential that you do this, and I'd recommend you do this every single time you make one up, but yeah, go over and remove all the flash, all the sections where the plastic or metal joins with something else, make it nice and flat, take all the mould lines off, and then you're ready to start building. So that's the bits that you get, and I've studied the instruction book, and pretty much the section we're going to try to magnetise is the 3 gun options onto the platform. So first of all, I'm going to start building this because the guns have got to be glued together, etc. So I'm going to glue all the bits that we don't have to magnetise, and then I'll come back and we'll start magnetising them. Right, so I've glued those together. The base section, this section minus the driver, I'm going to paint and glue the driver on separately. And the guns, they're all built and ready to go. I built the man minus the head just because it's easier to paint the head. Just a quick note on this, the Citadel plastic glue, the thin one, well done Games Workshop. Finally we have a little metal rod, and it does make it much easier now to glue. So well done on that one, Games Workshop. Right, so next I'm going to start to magnetise these guns on. Now they sit on this section quite nicely, but I think it'd be good to have them just secured into place. So I'm going to use this Games Workshop pin vise. This has got a 2mm drill bit, and I'm going to start off by drilling a small hole in this top section. I'm going to use this magnet here, which is a 2x1mm magnet. So I'm going to drill this hole in the centre, and it doesn't have to be too deep, just 1 mil deep. I shall put a link to the magnets that I use in the description for you, so you can check out the magnets. Yeah, just going to drill this little hole, slightly deeper, like so. And what we want to do basically is get this magnet to sit in flush when it's into position. So I would say slightly more. Right, I think that's about right. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to get a very small piece of green stuff, or grey stuff here actually. I'm going to put a tiny little amount into the hole, put a double super glue in there, and then I'm going to push the magnet in and glue it into place. So I'll do that and then I'll come back. Right, so I've glued that into place, looking nice and flush, working quite well. So now I'm going to glue a magnet into the top of there. Now I don't need to make this flush because there's quite a lot of room, so I'm literally just going to glue the magnet on. I'm going to use a slightly bigger, flatter magnet, so this one is 0.5 mil by 3 mil. And first of all, work out the polarities, make sure you get it the right way, which I've already done, got on my little file here. And I've got a very tiny piece of green stuff ready to go, so yeah, let's get that glued on. So a little piece of super glue, and then pick up my piece of green stuff, and then I'm going to basically go in there and glue it in. There you go. And with the great thing about using the green stuff is that it just sticks automatically. So just going to push this in. You see I'm pushing it in with this piece of metal, which the magnet would normally glue to if I didn't have the green stuff. So going to push that in, make sure it's nice and central, nice and flat, and job done. So just going to let that dry now, and while that's drying I shall do the other 2 guns as well. Right, so that's all 3 magnets glued into the guns there, and just going to put the gun on, show you it magnetised up. So just slots on into place and magnetise, and it's going nowhere. So yeah, so it worked really well. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to magnetise this section to the base. Well, I've already done it actually. So the reason why I did this was for storage purposes more than anything. So what I've done is I drilled a hole out here. Now to get the strength of the magnet, I drilled it quite deep, and I put 3 magnets in there just to build the strength up. And then on the top, I went straight on and glued a 5x1mm magnet. Excuse me, again just to build up the strength, because it's quite a big section to glue, to magnetise. But yeah, it's all done, it's all dried now, and magnetises on there quite nicely. So that should just make it easier for storage, also painting as well. So there you go, excellent. So really happy with that. That's all finished now, and the next job, of course, is going to be to spray this up and start painting it. So yeah, keep an eye out for the painted video, and more to come.